just wanted to share a little bit more about the book. It's called Get Ahead, A Practical Guide for the Developing Jazz Trombonist. I started writing it right after I finished my master's degree at Juilliard, and I had been thinking a lot about things that I could have been practicing while I was there, before I was there, while I was at Eastman for my undergrad, while I was in high school, all like simple things that I wish that I could have started working on way before I did. To touch on a couple of things that are in the book, there's a lot of focus in the first bit of the book on just the foundations of playing the trombone, sound development, articulation, flexibility, and all the other basics that just go into, playing the trombone really well and not making excuses because you're a jazz player. You don't have to have a good sound and articulate well, because the better that you are at the instrument, the more easily you can improvise and get the ideas that you want to come out. I think that the better trombonist you are, the better musician you're going to be in general. There's some worksheets in the book that will help you to develop a practice routine for yourself. There's a worksheet for trombonists in the book that will help you to develop your sound concept. There's something that I never had thought about. I put together a little worksheet for everyone to kind of just think about it. Particularly for the jazz development of the trombone players, we have some transcriptions. Jazz transcriptions are basically etudes. They're the equivalent of doing Rochus or whatever else. One from Miles Davis, one from Slade Hampton, one from J.J. Johnson, and one from Curtis Fuller. Those three are the big three for me. And then after that, we talk about jazz vocabulary. What is that? What does jazz vocabulary mean? Why is it important? What do we do with it after we've learned it, after we've transcribed it? That's a big step that most people miss, is actually using the things that they transcribe. And I know that was a problem for me for a long time, and I'm still working on that now. Goes on to tackle some peripheral skills like ear training, and also the piano, dealing with learning the basics of jazz piano and jazz harmony, using the blues and 2/5s as the basis, and some examples of some things to practice at the piano, and also a 8-step tune learning process that's in the book as well. So why did I write the book? For one, it's a lot of skills that I use in my lessons, and I use when I'm working with students for the first time, trying to show them some things, and I wanted to get it all written down in a way that was concise and clear. And secondly, I really wish that I had had some of this information when I was coming up, when I was 16, 17, and I know that I was just sitting in my room listening to jazz and transcribing a few things, but not really knowing what to do with it or how to manipulate that information into something useful. So for me, this is just stuff I wished I had worked on. So the book is aimed at that age, 16, 17, 18, or it could be for anyone that's developing as a jazz trombonist. Maybe it's for people who've been playing classical music for a long time and just interested in, getting into playing some jazz. Learn about active listening skills and how to incorporate playing jazz into your already great trombone playing skills. Anyone that plays the trombone that wants to get better at playing jazz is going to benefit from this book, Get Ahead. So I hope you'll pick up your copy of the book. You can find it on my online store at nickfinzermusic.com.